Welcome to the Chris Reason Network. My name is Chris Reason. I'm here today reviewing UFC 4 EA Sports PS4 edition. But before we get to that, I want to let you know about our sponsor of W Energy. Use the code CRN10 and get 10% off your order today. They have been back ordered right now for a while, but everything I've tried is amazing. Jitterless, make it really well. No weird chemicals, all natural. And it's good for gamers, workout, a whole bunch of different stuff if you just need a wake. That's W Energy, and the promo code is CRN10. Now, we are here looking at UFC 4. It was free for the PlayStation Plus subscription in February 2022. I'm looking at a couple different things here, two fights in Fight Now mode and the career mode. One of the things I hated, not really, but if you wanted to just pick it up and play on the first time you install it and everything's good, and you want to do like a Fight Now between friends, you can't until you exit out of career mode. They make you edit a guide, do the whole thing like that, pretty much just to get you into career mode right away and create a fighter. So if you want to do Fight Now, it's not going to be right away. Other than that, everything in it is straightforward UFC. It's not a button masher. It can be, but if you try, it's not going to do it like instant, like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or Super Smash Brothers. If you want a fighting game, like an arcade fighting game, go with the Mortal Kombat and Super Smash Brothers and Street Fighter and Tekken, all that type of stuff. You're not going to get it here with the UFC 4. You have all the different button combinations just to do like one kick, like hold L1 and press square and X at the same time and hold it and to do a powerful kick or something like that. The two different types of submissions, you got the chokes and you got like the arms bars and that type of stuff. You got two different mini games for it, both kind of the same concept to an extent. One of them is you're going back and forth trying to get the whole red bar covered with the blue bar with the L1 or L2 and R2 with the trigger buttons. If you press them too hard, they might go too far and stuff like that. The other one is in a circle with I don't remember if it's the left analog stick or right analog stick, but you try to get the blue bar covering the red bar, or if you're the red bar, cover the blue bar. Pretty much, if you're in the submission, taking the submission, you gotta not be in the bar at all on either minigame. So they're pretty similar, just different variants of how to do it. There's different fighting styles. There's a whole bunch of weight classes. The thing that drives me nuts is how many times you have Bruce Lee and Dana White and all these random people that are in 4 to 5 other weight classes, which doesn't make any sense, because I can guarantee you that Dana White's not for middleweight, lightweight, or light heavyweight and heavyweight and whatever, are the same thing with Bruce Lee or Brock Lesnar, surprisingly, in one, which makes sense. But then I don't understand how you can have that. The career mode, you don't have a lot of people to fight, which drives me nuts. I'm a heavyweight in there, and I think I'm 29-0 or 30-0 around that. And I've been fighting the same people over and over and over again. And I think this is the first person I got in a while I haven't fought that I know of. Like right now I'm defending the championship and just repetitive. It gets boring. If they had a bigger roster or even like a random fake people in there that you could like just fight just to make it keep going longer, fine. Though you have to like get your attributes going like every created sports fighting game, wrestling game. You have to get your attributes, you got to get points, all that type of stuff. There's pretty much each fight you train, and you have variations of 1 to 6 weeks depending on the fight. You can either do those or you can just skip, like do 1 week and fight right away. Whatever works. You want to try to get to your highest, or you're trying to get your fitness to peak and your hype to the very high, just to get it both in there for most of the times. There's different bonuses on that which try to get you leveled up and whatever. There's like a whole like account level up and whatnot to unlock more stuff. The creative fighter, not the greatest, but what I can see is that there's DLC that wants you to do just to download, just to get different stuff, which most of the DLC's that, or like random fighters like Bruce Lee, Brock Lesnar, Tyson Fury. Those are the 3 off the top of my head that I can think of that are DLC for this, which ain't bad, but they could have had a bigger roster in general. And ask other people to license them to it just to get them out there, and you could fight as random people. You could create people in there just to fight. I'm not sure if it's as ridiculous or expandable as like WWE fighting or WWE creative wrestler mode, where you can create absolutely ridiculous people. Other than that, not sure. Haven't really got into it. Just did the career mode and all that stuff. Besides all of that, you literally pretty much just have the fight now. You have different modes in the fight now, which pretty much are basically the same. You got kickboxer, judo, or Japanese MMA, and different stuff like that. It's pretty much very similar to the same thing. So it's fight now, you're good. You can choose between like a regular fight, Japanese, or not Japanese, championship rounds and all that type of stuff. The 2 things that drive me nuts is they included, well, for the arenas where you can fight, they included regular arenas like T-Mobile Arena, the O2, all that type of stuff. Makes sense. But they included a backyard you could fight in, which is just like a backyard with a random fence that somebody put up in an octagon shape, and the same and some weird cave Egyptian Roman something. I don't know what it is, but I don't understand why they put those 2 in there, mainly for the fact that in the career mode they don't even have you start off with something as simple as that, or ridiculous, because it just, you think that to start from somewhere they think they would have done and put it in there, but it's just kind of there. They have it in the intro where you could fight in the backyard and that type of stuff, but it just, I don't understand it. Also, it looks very poorly done in that sense. Like I was just doing in the one with the backyard here, you can see that it's alright, but it's like, okay, it's a fight, who cares? And they have, each wrestler, each fighter has like jeans or whatever they're going to wear for the backyard. They have like an outfit for the ancient Egyptian thing with like the weird taped up fists or roped up fists or something like that, and they have like the different attire that they wear. But other than that, it's pretty much the same thing as every other arena. 2 inclusions of people in this that you can play as, or fight as, is Dana White, which makes sense. It's the president of the UFC, but I don't understand why they put him in 4 different weight classes. I know I'm repeating myself there. And the other one I didn't understand is Bruce Buffer. Why would you include an announcer? I mean, I get it. WWE does the weird shit where you can do like referees, and if you go to the other fighting games, you can add random people like mocap for the old Mortal Kombat game, which is random as shit too, and a terrible character. But they could have came up with a better idea, bigger roster, and a whole bunch of other stuff, and just got out there and tried to see if you can get any other people to license it. I know. I wonder if this is turning into a yearly game. I'm assuming it is, like a lot of other sports games, but I'm not 100% on that. But there's a lot they could work on to make it better. What I'm seeing here between all of those, and I feel like how repetitive the career mode is, because I'm fighting the same people over and over and over and over again. You can decline their fights, but it's still pretty much pointless to the fact that you only get 3 options, or 3 times you can decline fights, and then you have to take one, and it's just pointless. Other than that, it's just there's a lot of other stuff you could work on, and you just really need. You can work on a whole bunch of different stuff, getting your character, learning moves from other fighters, which is a good touch. But then, once you have those, like I know my character right now, you have a spinning back fist, like a flying knee and a double knee, something like that. But when you're in the fight now, you gotta choose which version of that guy you can, or person you have, like sniper is like some weird thing. But because of that, I chose kickboxer. It doesn't let me do the spinning back fist at all, even though that move is in my moveset. Same thing with the one-handed handstand kick that hand plant kick that I have. Even as a kickboxer, can't do it. Not sure why, but that's just how it is. Anyway, overall, I'm probably going to rate this a 3 out of 5 star game. It's not the best, it's not the greatest, it's a game. I play better UFC games on the older ones, but the UFC 4, I can guarantee you, is not the greatest. To wrap this up, thank you fans for watching Chris Reason Network here with this review of UFC 4, EA Sports. PS4 edition. And also stay tuned for more videos such as tournaments and a whole bunch of other stuff where we get a whole bunch of people together and just do a whole bunch of different tournaments and games of FIFA, Volta FIFA, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, Mortal Kombat, WWE, a whole bunch of other stuff, Madden, whatever. Stay tuned for more. Peace.